Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is November the 20. Let me see. Sorry about that. November the 24th. I knew that. I'm sorry. Uh, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Um, Making this video first for المرحوم Dr. Ahmed Saqr, rahimahullah. And I just got the news today at 12 a.m. from my brother Muhammad Al-Bey, Abu Abdullah. اللهم باعد بينه وبين خطاياه كما بعدت بين المشرق والمغرب، اللهم اغسله من خطاياه بالثلج والماء والبرد. اللهم ارحم جميع موتى المسلمين. أما بعد, I was going to make this video because, again, what I am trying to do is to bring to everyone attention that the things that it goes on in one's life, it is not an isolated case or cases. It is a systematic way of victimizing, not victimizing actually, putting people as an account in the system and keeping them in the status quo. That's all she wrote. We can sit there and argue about who got the short end of the stick or who did what to who. But in the end of the day, it is a system that victimizes the masses in order to have control over. How is that done? I'm gonna have you here recorded phone calls that indicate and reveal that everything is under surveillance. Now, when we use the argument and we go to court in order for us to prove our innocence or what have you, it doesn't matter what the case is, they mobilize the laws to victimize the masses and keeping them again in the status quo. How is that? How is that? And I'm gonna take my case because I know it very well. Now, when I went there and I became one of the recipients or the inmates, and I have a case, I have to be with other people that they have different, but they are all in the system. And I looked and I noticed and I learned that this is how the state works. There is no way that one will be immune or spared from being an account. No way. Judicial system and everything use and manipulate the information to keep people there. Because again, it's in an account. And that goes for everything else. How's that? Now, I'm gonna just make, because it's too many calls that they've been recorded, but I am just gonna make one. I'm gonna have you to listen to one that that the government should have paid attention to. Why? Because it's elderly people that they've been victimized by the hospice, or or the nursing home, or what have you. But this particular one here, um, here you go. It's a long, it's 14 minutes call, and that was recorded by Blue Ghost. I'm not gonna say the name of the person to protect their privacy, and but I am gonna, play this, and that was recorded on October 1st, 2012, at 10 p.m. All right, and here is. I might not play the whole thing, but I will give you will get the point. This call is now being recorded. Hello? 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 Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I'm not fine. I just had to clock out of the facility tonight and go home. So how's work? No, it's not hard work. I got into it with staff. You got what? I got into it with the staff. Oh. Because there was a resident. Well, a resident couldn't breathe, and I went to go get the charge nurse and told the charge nurse that, look, this resident can't breathe, and she said, it's not my resident. I said, it doesn't matter who resident she is. Excuse me, I'm gonna get some coffee. The woman, the charge nurse came into the room, looked at the resident, and then said, oh, she can't breathe, and went and got other staff, and all three came and said the resident was fine, but nobody checked to see her level of oxygen. And I'm looking at the resident, and I could plainly see that this resident could not breathe. This resident could not breathe, and I kept saying she could not breathe. So for 30 minutes, I'm telling them, please, could somebody please check her? And when they came in, they ended up sending this woman to the emergency room because she was dying right here in the room. Oh, man, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I told you guys she cannot breathe, but yet they're like just ignoring her, like, oh, she's fine. Oh, this is how she is. And I let them know that she cannot breathe. You can look at her and tell she cannot get any air. And when they checked her oxygen level was so low. Her blood pressure was up, and the blood pressure was up, and something was like her blood pressure. The diastolic was high, and systolic was low. So it's like they're not even like finding out what's going on with her. They had to send her out, and then I said, I'm going to file this complaint. And so the staff got mad and called the supervisor, and then the supervisor come in, instead of her looking at it for what it is, she called herself. Well, like, hello everybody from Active Melody. I had a personal issue with her before, and I was like, look, I don't even want to hear any of this. You know, the resident could not breathe. I reported it, and you did nothing about it. You walked in and you walked out, and 30 minutes later, I had to keep saying that the resident could not breathe before you actually did something about it, and now she has to be sent out, and she almost died. Okay, you got the point. This is one. Now, if this call been recorded by some kind of government agencies, then this is a perfect example. At least go and investigate, find out what's this. Okay, this is one of millions or one of thousands of facilities that they are committing crimes against elderly people that they are dying. Now, why go far? I have been hospitalized many times for racing thoughts. And the last time it was October 30th. And basically, these places, they literally hold you hostage against your will. Okay? And then they drug you and they give you shots. And sometimes they give you the ETS, electrical shocks. It's unbelievable. It is crimes. And now the family members, because of the concern about the inheritance, are the one they have a power of attorney over this of their parents or their grandparents or their brothers or whoever is going through that. Now the federal government or the state can have their signature. They are the one that they are putting them there, and they have a legal grounds. It's legal to have these people in this condition and this in the hospitals and get drugged and get just. I'm not gonna talk about others because it's you sign you can't talk about other patients. I didn't say no names. I'm telling you in general what's going on. Now let's talk about what I experienced there. I went to there Friday after Jum'ah prayer on October 30th. And I wanted to see the doctor. I thought that this is a county Department of Mental Health state. I was wrong. It's a private .org. It's a Loma Linda University Health. And this is for the mental behavior, Loma Linda University Behavior Medicine Center. And it's it's a place for rehab and detox and and also for mental health patients. Now, when I went to there, I was very specific, and I said I don't want to be here more than necessary. If you guys wanted to, but because the doctor has to see you, and I went. By the time I got out of the admission and everything was after hours, so they have to admit me in order to uh, give me my medication, give me a prescription, and see the doctor, and then they have to keep me for a couple of days to monitor and see what's going on. Well, I said okay. They said 3 to 5 days max. I said that's fine. 3 is better than 5 because I have other things to take care of, and I know my case. I go in, take my medication, sleep a couple of hours, and then get my medication, my prescription, and then things will be, everything will go back to normal. And usually it's triggered by life events, but that's beside the point. Now, they did everything. Well, the most important thing that you have to say there, whether you are somebody bringing you for detox from drugs or alcohol, or you are your family member, your the person that has the power of attorney over you brought you in, and you can make decisions for yourself because you are the one they making the decision for you, or a legal hold, which is 5150, or you are a suicidal or seeing things and hearing things. And they kept telling me, you are a suicider. I said, no, I'm not. You're seeing things. No, I'm not. The only thing I hear, and I've been saying that all along, go to the mosque or go to, a place that is supposed to be a lot of people there, and I hear a lot of commotions and like Quran or recital or music or whatever it is, and then when I go in, there is nobody. That's the only thing, and that happened only when I'm really, really didn't have any sleep. I don't know. That's what, and I explained to them that this is it. Now, every time they say that you want to kill yourself or hurt others, and I always say, if a person, my creed, our creed, it's every religion. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. If you kill one human being, as if you kill humanity, as if you kill all of humanity. Okay, so imagine now if you kill your own self. So that's not an option. That's not something that it comes to my mind because I am a Muslim. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Now they can't keep me if I'm not brought in by some. I don't have a legal hold, and I'm not a suicide or I'm not a drug addict or I'm using drugs or alcohol. So they went and they wrote anyway that I am suicidal. So when the doctor came, Dr. Johnson, I'm gonna say names here because I don't appreciate this is illegal what they've been doing. First of all, in admission, they try to con people out of 1,055 share cost. Doesn't matter what kind of insurance you have. It doesn't matter how much they pay. They do it to everyone. And I said, no, I don't sign all of this. I don't pay anything. You just go, and then I'm not gonna. And then anyway, she filled forms and everything, and she would say, oh, this is the share cost. You have to sign it. I said, ma'am, I just told you 2 minutes ago that I'm not gonna sign any of this. So what's this? Oh well, I said, if you don't want to see me, I can walk out. And oh, why are you saying such a thing? This is not right. I said, well, that's what you're telling me. If I don't sign this, you try to con me. This is paid by the insurance, Medicare and Medi-Cal or medical, whatever. All right? I don't understand. Oh, well, do you have anybody, family members' name so they can harass? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I said no. So this was the first thing. They got me in, and I went to there. And they got, they go and check you, and they say, oh, well, let's see if you have any cuts or bruises. And it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Many, they want to take your pictures, and I said, I don't do pictures. They want to take your blood test. I give them only once, and I give them a urine. Now, every morning, oh, well, you have a fasting lab. No, I don't. Oh, well, we got to draw blood. I said, I don't do blood, I don't do pictures, and I don't do lab. I don't do all of this. They do that in a daily basis. One time I went to the Riverside hospital because I fall off my bike and I have a big cut in my femur, or no, in my, I don't know what you call this, but in my foot, my leg. And they must, within 2 hours, they must draw my blood 3 times. 3 times. They come, oh, wow, we wanted to see, oh, wow. And this is change, and then they are still harassing me, the collection agencies. And I have Medicare and Medi-Cal. So this is not a news. It's not something that is we really don't know. Everyone knows that. This is fraud. This is fraud in the system, the HMOs and the state. Anyway, beside, so I go there, and then I see Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson comes. He's a resident for this unit that I've been in. And he said, oh, well, you're not, I said, no, I'm not. You're not having any thoughts of hurting yourself or others? I said, no. Oh, well, they said, okay, then we're going to keep you over the weekend and you're going home Monday morning. I said, oh, thank you. That's, I just want to get my medication. I took my medication last night and I slept a couple of hours. That's, Oh, okay. And I was behaving no problem, and they have these guards and young people, and they come and they wanted to, but it's like jail. It's like very much like jail, except that they drug you, they force you to take your medicine, and people trust. They think that this is. But anyway, they don't force you because I said no, I don't want to take this, and if you don't want to take this, they come back and they retaliate and they say, oh man. But anyway, so I said from the get go. Then Monday comes, Dr. Johnson DC. Oh, he told me, oh hi Muhammad, oh, you're not my patient anymore. You're with Dr. Bolton, and didn't see Dr. Bolton until what? I didn't even see her that day. Some resident came. I don't know her name, but I wrote her name anyway. And she came and she started interrogating me. Where are you going and what are you doing? And you are suicidal idea. Why you didn't take him? Interrogating me because they wanted to put you on more. And I said, the strange thing. That one. Let's the next day. Let's not. I said, ma'am, I don't want to talk to you. I feel harassed, interrogated, and threatened by your tone of voice and the way you are interrogating me. I don't appreciate that. A young man was a resident he came with her, and the students are very nice. She went there, and the nurse came like a few minutes after that with 5150. You have a legal hold. You are not taking, you are suicidal, and and then they moved me from that unit. They put me with older adults, the seniors. So right then I wrote a grievance, which is I can write thousands of those, and they will put them in the trash and never go anywhere. And then they retaliate when you do a grievance. And I learned that from jail. They retaliate. They have the inmates, the different courts, try to but so the same thing happened in the when they give you the skittles in the crazy department of craziness. I said I wanted to contact the medical board, and I wanted to contact the Department of Justice because you guys are violating on my rights and everybody else. It's obvious. Or I don't. I want to talk to the administrative officer, executive officer of this joint to get me someone. Oh, well, what did they? Well, yeah, that's fine, right here. And then somebody comes from the office. Oh, okay. Well, tomorrow we'll come with this, and we'll meet. He just leave you there, and the doctor doesn't come and see you. It's just to get that 5 days or a week or what have you. Keep getting the money, and play with your mind and drug you and force you to. So I said I want to talk to the director of the place, and the director came that night, and I said what happened, and he said, oh yeah, he was busy, and keep telling the nurses, and finally I talked to him one day before I was supposed to be released. They kept that hold 72 hours, 5150 legal. Now, Dr. Bolton came with an attitude. No, why what are you talking to my resident? And I said, well, so let me just bring it to her. And she did look at you like you are a germ or something. Unbelievable. These people commit the crimes and they think that they do have the right to commit these crimes. Wallahi, they do. So I have a discussion with the director. His name is Javaka. Jivaka. He's the director of this Loma Linda University Behavior Medical Medicine Center. Here is his card. Oh wow. Here's his card. I don't know if you can read that or not, but okay. Now I explained to him thoroughly. I do explain things pretty. I think I repeat myself, but I'm clear. And he said, "Oh yeah, this is happening." And they start getting incident that how people, they stereotype and how people, I said, "Well, that's not, my complaint is that this is done systematically to everyone that they can get away with, and that's not right." And an hour with the guy. He's very nice. He was very nice, and have me hear what I wanted to hear, and everything was fine. So I thought that this is good. And he said, "Oh, anyway, you're gonna be gone tomorrow." And they kept me to that 2:30 discharge, not the early morning one. Again, because of they want to charge another day, $1,500 or whatever it is. And Dr. Bolton came again, and they once I saw her for 3 minutes, and I said, "That's what he said tomorrow." And the other one came and apologized, the resident, the one that she interrogated me from the first place, and I told her, "I'm sorry if I was uncooperative with you, but because I get defensive, this is not right," and everything. And I thought that we'll meet up. Now, I brought it to her attention that one of the medication, it makes me twitch, and I don't like. Then she give me the one that I said that it makes me twitch and I don't like it. She give me more, and during the day too, because I take it at night, and she give me extra. So she give me another. So I take it now twice. I was supposed to take it twice. I said, "No, I'm not gonna take this, especially in the morning. This thing is bad." But yeah, they keep bringing it, and I refuse to take it. And you don't want to refuse to take the medication because they have a reason to keep you. But anyway, now when the following day, and this charge, I don't remember, but this charge papers are here like 5 days later. I don't remember. So the 4th or the 5th of November, I go there and I'm signing, and then here you go, 20 5150, and I said, "I don't want this in my records." "Oh well, it's okay. We can remove it." Well, no, you can. I never signed this, and I wrote some, complaints that you guys are doing this, and I'm gonna go and file a complaint with the. You refused to give me the medical board number. It's supposed to be posted. They didn't give me my patient right thing. They gave it to me after I asked for it. All of this is wrong. This is crimes. This is violation. This is crimes. Actually, it's not violation anymore. This is crimes. Drugging people against their will, keeping them there, giving them, it's unbelievable, unbelievable. So they can get them addicted, and then they go to one of these clinics. Uh, uh, you know, uh, I call it dispenser, drug dispenser, and they have the guards and the wire thing. It's like jail, and they drug them in the meantime, force them to take it, just to keep them there for every day, 1,500 or 2,000, 2,500 or whatever, and then they come out and they relap or whatever you call it, and then they go back. It's a system. It's a system. Take them from addiction of certain, whether alcohol or whatever, to the addiction of these narcs. And anyway, that's what has been going on, and it's nothing. It's not secret. It's not hidden anymore. That's what happened there. And I said, I'm not gonna go without filing, and I brought it their attention that this is, I don't want that in my records. I'm a father that I've been trying to be in my, and I never, doesn't matter how difficult it gets or how hard it gets, I always made sure that I will not get that 5150 because that could be used. They're using everything anyway, and they want to add some else. Oh well, you are, you're taking. Yeah, me and what 60 million Americans taking antidepressant medications. So anyway, I said, and I just wanted to document all of this. That's it. Uh, Later on, I'm gonna make another video for the other phone calls. Now, the reason I did that from the beginning, because they said exhibit here and exhibit here, and again, I'm gonna talk about my own case because I'm very familiar with it. They didn't go and they get the phone calls that I made to back then to the police department about complaints about racial stuff against my children, discrimination, and saying evil things, racist remarks, and crimes against them. They didn't say, oh, well, let's see. And I went to there and I filed many complaints by phone, and they can get my phone, and they already have everything that I said on that. 714-225-5761. 714-225-5761. And after that, someone got me a phone, and they have it all wired and everything, turn it on and turn it off, and Android, and that's when I find out all of this. So please, if you wanted exhibits, go and, just to get with my name. That's it. With my name. Not even my birthday. And you will get all this. So everything that you got is based on fraud. Everything that you got is based on fraud and crimes. So please, all right? That's it. Because when it comes to that, you got everything here. Go online and file. Go to this, do this. Oh, well, you annoying phone calls. Really? Annoying phone calls? That's it. I just wanted to make this video, and I make some in relation of that before. Uh, let's get real. Let's get real, and let's be kind. Be kind. Injustice is not gonna jive. And then, you know. Anyway, this is corruption, pure corruption and crimes against the humanity. That's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And again, I wanted to make sure that I am not saying that because of all my own personal experiences, or they did that and they did that. No, no. I'm that's because I want to make a difference for others. I want to make a difference for others. That's why every penny that I'm getting, it's going to the nonprofit. And there is another thing. I am having a hard time even to find an office to rent an apartment. I am not getting anywhere. And what I wanted to, well, I am, alhamdulillah. I'm pleased, alhamdulillah. Everything is good. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna go away. I am not gonna go away because I know, alhamdulillah, that I am doing some that is good. You can go there and, try to frame me, and everyone's, using everyone. Everyone, there is no exception. Except my children. My children are, I'm not, But anyway, that's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.